This is Leah from Make All the Things with Me, and it is my Wednesday live nighttime, or my Wednesday night live time. I don't know, words are hard sometimes, right? Come on in, say hello. I am stenciling tonight. I haven't stenciled in a while. I bought this stencil. It is from the Stencilsmith. I have the link below in my description, along with a discount code. So go down, check out the Stencilsmith stencils. They are absolutely amazing. It is a family-owned business, wonderful customer service, really personal. I can't say enough good things about the Stencilsmith. So yeah, excuse me. So hopefully you watched Shauna from Frapps Scraps. She comes on first every Wednesday night. We all go live together. It is Shauna from Frapps Scraps, me, Leah from Make All the Things with Me, and Kristy from Kristy's Crafty Cottage. She got us together. We are the Artistry Collective, and we go live on Wednesday nights here on YouTube. So we would love it if you would join us. It's kind of like a channel hop. You go from one channel to the other, and you can find the, I'm afraid I'm going to be shaking tonight. You can find the links to our channels in the description below. So go on over, give them a follow, and join us every Wednesday. Grab your craft project and craft along with us. We all bring a little bit something different to the table. Hey, Karen. The first one here. Hi, my friend. Okay, now I gotta find myself. Always gotta find myself. Let's see. I don't know why it's always so hard. Oh, goodness. And then Shauna pops in and she's there right away. Hey, Judy. I'm well. I'm well. Thank you so much for asking. How are you? There I am. I got the volume down, and I am going to share myself to my broadcast channel. So give me a couple of minutes to share. And let's see if I lose myself. No, there I am. Oh, you're good. Hey, Marie. Hi, No Natural. How are you, my friend? How are you feeling? Oh my goodness. Ugh. I didn't copy the link. Okay. Copy link. And there I am. YouTube. Okay. Oh my goodness. Thank you for your patience. You're okay. Just okay, Marie. Oh, I want you to be better. And we're going to have to get together. I have to tell you what, my coworker, my friend, today brought me a bag full of surfaces. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, are you quitting crafting? And she's like, no. It's just stuff that was sitting around. There are shadow boxes and all kinds of wood pieces and frames. I am so excited to try. And groups. And I also went, I went to Dollar Tree today. Oh. And I got a couple of things. Oh my gosh, all the Christmas stuff is out. It's awesome. It is so awesome. And they had boxes and boxes and boxes that weren't unpacked. And I'm like, oh, I picked the wrong day. So I may have to go back Friday and see what they put out, because that is exciting. They have some pretty neat stuff. Anybody been there? Yeah, so, oh, uh, you know, she does a lot of Cricut crafting, and she's like, I have just so much stuff, and she's like, I need to purge, and I'm like, okay. I was like, I'm doing that too. Hey, Shelby. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, my friend. And there's Shauna from Frapps and Scraps. And Shelby is my friend from Red Brick Home Crafts. She goes live on YouTube also. So if you see any of my crafty friends, give them a follow. Go visit their channels. Here's your, oh, thank you, Shelby. I got this Lowe's last year at Lowe's. And I've been stalking Lowe's. I really like their t-shirts. They have fun t-shirts. And I went the other day and they didn't have any t-shirts. They had a whole bunch of Halloween ones on sale for like $3, but I have enough Halloween ones. All right, so I am working with a Dollar Tree round. It is just shy of 12 inches. Hey, Regina, I am well, my friend. I am well. How are you? So it's, you know, it's around like this. It's kind of thick. And the stencil I'm working with is, let's see, I'm going to turn it so it might be straight for you. It's Believe in the Magic. I love this. This is my favorite Christmas image. Santa flying towards the moon with the reindeer in a sleigh. I just love that. And I actually have a Tim Holtz die set, Shauna, that has that image, that has an image, something like this. And I need to get it out. I got it last year when Joann's was closing and everything was on discount. And I got it right before they started their sales. And it's a two-layered stencil, and it has an overlay. And I love this. This is number 7904, and this is the 12-inch one. And oh, the link to this stencil is in my description. So go ahead, click the link. It is an affiliate link. It will not cost you extra. But I do get a small commission. And if you use the code ALLTHETHINGS, you will save 15%. Even if something is on sale, you'll get an extra 15% off. How great is that? And you will absolutely fall in love with the Stencilsmith. All right, so let's get to painting. So I was telling my friend what I was going to make tonight. And I was like, I think I want to paint the round in gold. And she's like, gold? And I'm like, yeah, I'm really loving gold. The gold, white, and the red this year. Hey, Sharon. I haven't exactly picked out a theme. I really haven't had a theme in a couple of years because of Naughty Kitty. And now I have a, Naughty Kitty is like calmed down, but I have another kitten and he's just as naughty. So I don't know how he's going to be with the tree. I know he just climbs and is into everything. And so I've been putting up a little 4-foot tree with safe ornaments. Last year I used the plushies. And but we'll see. I'm really liking the white, the gold, and the red this year. Kind of traditional. It's so cold and windy there in your part of New York. Oh my goodness, we had wind the other day. Oh, it was so scary. It was so loud, but they're calling for wind. Angela, first time you have seen your channel. You love creativity, paint, especially soothing and calming for you. Yes. Yeah. Welcome. You're in the right place. You are surrounded by crafty people that find crafting therapeutic. It is definitely my happy place. So welcome. And on Wednesday nights, I go live every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I am part of a trio. Ohio wind has been crazy here. Snow expected by the weekend. Oh my goodness. Angela, where in Ohio are you? Snow. I heard someone else say that. Oh, my friend Corey, she's 2 hours away from me, west and a little bit north in New York, and she's getting snow too. Us too, you tree. Yeah, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank God he wasn't in the truck. Sharon, that's crazy. Oh, on Saturday, I went out. I met a friend of mine for lunch. And on the way, because Thursday and Friday, we had rain and heavy winds, and there were trees down everywhere. Don't say the snow word. I know, right? But we're like already on our way, halfway through November. All right, so let me tell you what I'm doing. This is a round from Dollar Tree. It is just shy of 12 inches, and I am going to paint it in gold, but I'm going to put a layer of this Valspar antiquing glaze over it, and I think it might. I have 2 shades of gold. I picked the darker one, which is pure gold. It's folk art metallic, and maybe it'll just make it richer and warmer. Friday was windy. I know, it was hard to sleep. I like to sleep with the window open, and I had to shut my window because the window was just banging. And so I'm using a terry cloth covered sponge just to put the antiquing glaze on. And if you go on the Stencilsmith, they have this stencil stenciled on a wood round that is stained, and it's probably like an early American stain, something like that. But it's a wood stain, and it's so pretty. But I want to try the gold. That's why I'm using the Dollar Tree round. Windows open is best, easy to sleep until it gets too chilly. Oh, just throw the blankets on. Get some flannel sheets. I never used to like that. I used to just not like the cold or anything. It used to always be cold, and now I'm not. I'm not cold anymore. Now, I love this. I love the stain. It's my favorite. But just like that, it's just so beautiful on wood. And I'm going to do both sides because I do like to finish the backs just in case I don't use this for myself and I want to gift it to somebody or sell it. It's all finished. You like the window open a bit? Me too. Me too. My bed was under the window, and I had to move it in August because the weather changed and my allergies were like really, really bad. So I had to move my bed to the opposite side. But I've got a fan going and the window a little bit open, and it's comfortable. And I just dip my my sponge into the lid. I just use whatever's in the lid. And I'm thinking that this will give, I don't know, it'll make the gold look a little bit better, maybe not so harsh, kind of like a toner. Hey, Rachel, I'm stenciling tonight. I'm making a Christmas sign. Here's the bag, and I keep it in a little plastic baggie, and it stays, you know, it doesn't dry out and get hard. All right. I'm going to dry it and then paint the paint it in gold and then start stenciling. How are you doing, Rachel? Thanks for coming back. It's a stain. It's actually, it's a glaze. You can screenshot it, but it comes from Lowe's, but it's discontinued. You can't find it anymore. But if you go to Amazon and search for antiquing glaze, a whole bunch of options come up. And they all pretty much do the same thing. I know there are a lot of companies. Hey, Karen with an I like that. Hey, Michelle. Happy Wednesday, my friend. When do you get home? I hope you're enjoying your little vacation. So I've decided to add Sundays to my lives. I'm going to go live on Sundays. Last week I went live on at 9 o'clock Eastern time. I am in the United States. A couple of hours ago. Awesome. And I think I'm going to do Sundays, but I'm not sure on the time. 9 was a little bit late, especially with the time change, but I'm off on Mondays. So we'll see how it goes. So just subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you'll get a notification for when I go live. Okay. I hope that this works out with the gold. And I'm just pouring it onto a little plate. And then... just start painting. Combustion fire is great. Wait, what happened with combustion fire? Wait a minute. You just worried about combustion. Your neighbor lost their garage to fire after throwing their stain rags down without laying them flat. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's crazy. You like my ginger man behind me? I actually made that on a live. You can go, it's a 2-part live that I made that on. I cut out the gingerbread men and I put it on a long piece of wood and I decorated each gingerbread man. Thank you so much. I was actually inspired by a sign of a porch leaner that I saw at Dollar Tree, and I'm like, I can make that. And then I had that piece of wood and I'm like, let me put them on there. So it's a 2-part live. You can go to my channel and search for that and see how I put it together. And this is definitely going to take a few coats. Yeah, I'm sure all paint is kind of flammable, right? I don't know if this is flammable. Keep out of reach of children, avoid eye contact. I don't see anything about fire. But this doesn't smell, and it's great stuff. But do your research. You heard a similar story recently about someone's porch catching on fire with stained rags. Oh my goodness, that is so scary. Oh, that's why I don't like to use. I like this stuff. It dries quick. It's water soluble. So easy to use. And the best part, it doesn't smell. It doesn't take a long time to dry, which, you know, regular stain does. Oh. But how does it spontaneously combust? That is scary. That is so scary. Anybody else like gold? I prefer silver, but I like crafting with gold. It kind of looks more yellow, like mustardy than gold. But maybe when it dries and I get enough layers on here, it'll look metallic. Oh, I could have used one of my Chalk Couture paints. Nominee. That's a great color. Really? I didn't know that was a thing. You have a tea piece tomorrow. Yes. You have been, me too, Angela. Yes, they are. I love rub and buff, the gold and the silver rub and buff. You love rose gold? Yes, I love that too. This definitely needs another coat. I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. So Monday, I was running errands and I had to return something. It was an Amazon return, and I went to Staples for my husband. You love the gold too? And I was waiting online forever. And that Staples happens to be next to a Michael's. And I needed some shopping therapy after that. Oh my goodness. I was online forever. And there was only one guy working. I felt so bad for him. Anyway, I went to Michael's and I bought, what did I do with it? I bought this. I had a rewards voucher and I had a coupon. And this is Pearlescent Finish. I cannot wait to try it. I tried it on something to see how it looked, and it gives like a little iridescent, little sparkle, little glitter, and I think it's going to be perfect for the winter crafting. Hey Stormy, I am stenciling. I'm making a Christmas sign. And I am stenciling a moon, like a Christmas scene, a moon with a flying Santa with the reindeer, and there's a cityscape. And I'm just painting the wood round in gold right now. That's going to be my background color. And this is really simple. I'm not going to be using a lot of colors. But when I saw this stencil, I knew I had to have it because it's my favorite. It's my favorite Christmas image, the Santa with the reindeers. Hey, Lori from Farmhouse Stencil Shop. Happy Wednesday, my friend. Lori from Farmhouse Stencil Shop and I went live together on her channel on Monday. And definitely go check it out. We made something really fun. I made this. I made this on Monday. And she made something similar, but not the same. So you'll get, we started with the same theme and we both ended up with different crafts, different styles. Definitely check it out. We're trying to get some views on that video. Robin, you're new. Well, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thanks for stopping. I'm sure it probably showed up in your feed. Well, thank you for stopping by and saying hi. I appreciate that. I go live every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I am in New York in the United States. And I go live with my friends, Shauna from Frapps Scraps and Kristy from Kristy's Crafty Cottage. We don't always go live together. It's kind of like a channel hop. We start at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with Shauna from Frapps Scraps. Yes, please give the video a thumbs up if you are here watching. You know, if you're at a device that you can click on the thumbs up, I would love that. And subscribe and come back and join us every Wednesday night. We all bring something different to the table. So plan on crafting with us on Wednesday nights. Oh, Karen, thank you. Forrest the Husky. Hey, welcome. Hey, Cherry Berry. Thanks for that thumbs up, but I don't know if you know, I don't know what kind of device you are watching from, but in the video, if you are watching from your phone, if you downsize the comments, ooh, this is bubbly. If you downsize the comments, there's a thumbs up, or there's 3 little dots. You can click the 3 little dots, and I believe you'd be able to do a you'd be able to do a thumbs up. Let's see. Yes, you can like the video. Top right 3 dots. Yes, thank you. You liked and subbed? Thank you, Forrest. Just call you Forrest. I don't have to say the Forrest the Husky. You got it. Double click on the screen. Awesome, thank you. Hey, I just learned something new. Thank you for that, Angela. All right, this is dry. And you know, I could take that stain and go over this, but I don't think I'm going to. Look at that beautiful goldness. And I didn't get any gold on the back either. Isn't that awesome? All right, I don't need this anymore. Let's get the stencil out. So like I said, this is a 2-piece stencil set, and the Stencilsmith will tell you which is the overlay. You can see that this one goes on after you stencil the other things, and they always tell you, you know, they'll number it. If there was another one, it would be 1, 2, or 3. So I'm going to put this to the side right now and line the stencil up where I want it. Just going to center it. And this is the 12-inch size. There are a few sizes available. And if you like this one, it is 7904. Believe in the magic. All right, I'm looking for my tape. I'm going to tape it down because my stencils always move. Thank you, Forrest. All right, so I just put a piece of tape up here, and let's put this away, and let's put that away. Let me grab a paper towel, because the secret to stenciling is using a dry brush. And this seems to be leaking. I should probably wear gloves every time I use black paint. There we go. And this is Folk Art Home Decor Chalk Paint in rich black. Here it is. I prefer to stencil with chalk paint. It's thicker than acrylic paint, and it dries faster. It's 1:30 a.m. where you live, but you can't sleep. Yeah. Did you have a time change? 1:30 a.m. So you are somewhere in Europe, right? Or past Europe. Where are you? I recommend chalk paint. Any kind of chalk paint. Waverly, Folk Art, Fusion mineral paint is really good. I like to use the thick paint to stencil with. Like I said, the chalk paint is thicker, it covers better, and it dries faster. And you get less bleeds. You're in the UK. Okay. Yes, we do love new friends. Chalk paint, dry brush. Yes. So there's a big area in here. I'm going to start with the big area and work my way out a little bit. So having a dry brush for this part really doesn't matter. But when I get into the detail parts, let me show you. I'm going to use a very, very dry brush. And I still get bleeding. You see? When I get to these smaller areas, I'm going to change my brush. to a smaller brush, and then I'll really, really want a dry brush so that it doesn't bleed. You can fix bleeds. It's frustrating. But because I'm going to start in this bigger area, I'm not even going to offload. So I'm just going in the middle here, and then I'll work my way. I like to work my way in. A lot of times when I work out towards an edge of the stencil, it gets underneath the stencil. The gold makes it stand out. Yes. Liliana, hello. Welcome. Thanks for saying hi. I appreciate that. So I'm just going to go around the area inside where I don't have to worry about bleeding. But I'll show you how to work the edges. And, you know, layering too. You know, it can be frustrating, and stenciling does take time. There are fast stencilers. But you really want to take your time because you spend so much time and so much work, and you really want to, you can fix it, but it's a pain. So now there's very little paint on this brush, and I'm going into the edges of the stencil, and I'm going to show you the difference and what it looks like. Let me just work it till all the paint is gone from my brush. Okay. So when I started in the middle, see how that is with a lot of paint on the brush, but now see the edges right there? It's very light. So you want to work in layers so that you don't get bleeding underneath the stencil. Do you have an art background, or do you learn as you go? I have learned as I go over the years. And thank you, Darlene. Yeah, no, I don't have a degree in art. I've just been a lifelong crafter. You're right now with your cat. You normally, if you can't sleep, hug her and watch a few videos. Oh, I get that. I did that last night. My cat was really naughty last night. That's why I have this Band-Aid. She knocked a candle off my dresser. And I was like, what the heck? And I woke up, right? And I went to see what it was. And I have carpeting in my bedroom. And the candle broke and I cut my finger. It was dark. And then I had to turn on the lights and I had to clean it up and then get the vacuum out. All right. So you dip in the paint, right? So you'll have a lot. You see how wet that is? Just take a paper towel, any kind of paper towel, a shop vac, anything, a shop towel. Yeah, Regina. And then you offload. You just right onto a paper towel, get all the paint off, and then go back on. And so basically you're painting with very little paint. And I like to keep the brush straight up and down and gentle pressure. You don't want to push hard because you can get underneath the stencil. And I don't get it perfect every time. Far from perfect. But it just takes practice and patience. And sometimes I don't have patience. You've been taking color theory classes. You've enjoyed crafts and interior design. Your dad owned a paint shop. Oh, heaven. When you were growing up, so you guess color is in your blood. I love color. Although I mainly work with neutrals, but I do love color. And I have you know, one of those charts that tells you you know, which colors kind of go together, the opposites, and which are in the same color family. But that's fun. Where are you taking your classes? Is it in person or online? And now I'm going back over the areas that I stenciled before just to darken it. And black is one of my favorites, you know, because it covers so nicely. When you work with lighter colors on a dark surface, which I'll show you, I'll be putting the little windows in with a white paint. And there's some tricks to use there too. So I'm going back over and just making it so it's all the same. Because right now there's light spots, there's dark spots. And I want this really dark, really bold, really black. In the middle, I'm not so worried about because I'm not going to bleed onto anything. You're taking classes at your art institute. That is, oh, you're in Cincinnati. Angela, you're in Cincinnati? My son lived in Cincinnati for a year. He just moved over into Kentucky, but he works in Cincinnati. I'm planning a visit sometime before winter hits. Beautiful city. We helped him move out there, and we spent a few days there. And now I'm just going over my paper towel here, just picking up whatever paint that's not dry, and I can put it back onto my brush. Now I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to check it. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. Now I got to line it up again because the tape popped off. All right, let's line it up. Here we go. And I'm going to grab a smaller brush to do the little detail part. So again, I'm going to dip in the paint. There's a lot of paint on there. So I'm just going to offload right onto my paper towel. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go over the little details. And I hold down the stencil. And I just go until the paint runs out, reload, offload, and then go back. You've only been to Cincinnati once, but you liked it. One of your friends went to school out there. Thank you, Karen. Does the stencil packaging give you color ideas? Not the packaging, no. So, but the website does. So before I went live, I checked the website, and they did it on a round, and they stained it with a it's probably like early American or something like that. It's like a wood stain that made it look natural, and they did this part in black. So I got my idea for tonight what to do with the stencil from there. But I mean, a lot of times I just use my own color, what I think would look good to stencil. But on the website you get ideas, and they also have a Facebook group where you can get lots of ideas, ask for suggestions. The owners, Pete and April, are amazing. definitely check it out. The link to the Stencilsmith is right in my description. It's right in the top. It's the link to this stencil, but then you can, you know, look around. Oh, they have some incredible stencils for this winter and for the holiday season. So cute. All right, good night, Forrest. I hope you have a good night's sleep. I hope you don't have to get up too early tomorrow. You'll be dragging. I was dragging today. I was tired. I couldn't fall back asleep last night. So this is like so much therapy. I love using a stencil brush. My friend Lori from Farmhouse Stencil Shop, she uses makeup wedges, and I have tried, but I have a hard time with the wedges, the dabbing motion. I'm not good at that. Even your cats are confused with the feeding time. Yeah, I know. Hey, Geo, I am making a stencil. So I painted this board from Dollar Tree that I had. I painted it in gold, and now I'm doing the stencil part. It's a Christmas stencil. It's Believe in the Magic, and I'm doing this part in black, kind of like a silhouette. And I did switch to a smaller stencil brush for the smaller areas. It's just easier to get into, especially with the little writing. And then you can see it's starting to dry up. If you decide to stencil with acrylics take a little bit longer to dry. You will want to dry in between layers. It's your favorite time of year? I know, it's not usually mine, but I'm already in the Christmas spirit. I am manifesting joy this season, and I'm really excited to be crafting Christmas and to decorate for Christmas. I'm really looking forward to it this year. All right, I'm going to lift it to check it. Oh, it's perfect. Yay. All right, so this is what it looks like, but it's not done. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that beautiful? All right. All right, put those to the side, and I'm going to grab another stencil brush and the other part of the stencil, and I do need a different paint. Okay, so there's a little trick when you are using a, oh, did I do this crooked? No, it'll be good. It may be a little bit crooked because the two holes here, it won't matter. Okay, when you are using a light color, it really pops, right? I didn't know how the gold would work, but I'm liking it. All right, so when you have a dark color, let's dry it. And you're going to paint a light color on top of it. It will take a lot of layers. There's a little trick you can do to make the light color pop. You know, especially if you're using like yellow or purple, any kind of a bright color on black. Sometimes it takes a lot to make it show up. But there's a little trick. What you do is use gray paint first, and then you put, the gold is good, yes. when I told my friend what I was doing tonight and the colors I was using, she kind of gave me a look like this. And I'm like, no, I think it'll be good. All right, so this is the overlay. And I'm just lining it up where it's going to go. And I'm going to grab my tape again. I bought this at the beginning of fall. And I could not wait to use it. All right, so let's use the gray. I'm going to put the black away. I don't need the black anymore. And I'm going to put the towel here. Okay. So I just have Dove Gray. Any kind of a light gray or medium gray will work for this. So I'm just going to put a tiny little bit on my plate. Let's get this. And this is an acrylic paint. I don't have a light gray color in chalk paint. So I'm going to dip into it. See how much paint? Way too much paint. So I'm going to offload. And now I'm going to paint the gray on here. And then hopefully when I do the white, I'm going to do this in white. That's what it showed on the Stencilsmith site. The white, I won't need as many coats. Hopefully just one. And it'll just make that pop. I love this image. I think I want to try it in a different color too. Maybe a red background. That'll be pretty for Christmas. Though I have been liking like the dark hunter greens. Okay, dust catcher. Yes, so gray paint as your first layer. It helps the light colors when you're stenciling on dark colors. It helps, it's a base coat, basically, is what it is. Chalk paint dries faster and it's a little thicker. Yes. And Lori's still here. So I'm going to show you what it looks like, what each step looks like. Check my time. Oh, I got plenty of time. Has anybody heard from Kristy? So Kristy's daughter had a baby a week ago. And so she's been helping her, and she's been really busy with the new baby. And she hasn't been able to go live. So I'm not sure if she's going to be live at 9 o'clock after me. All right, so one day I'll show you what it looks like painting the color that you're going to choose. Like say it's like yellow or purple, because those are really hard. The black kind of comes through. The difference. So this is the gray coat. Okay. I'm going to dry it. And then I'm going to go over it with the white. I once painted a spooky Halloween sign in black, and I wanted the spooky in purple, and the purple just got washed out. You couldn't really see it very well. And I did have a tiny, tiny little bit of bleeding, but I'm not worried about that. All right, that's dry. And let's put this back. Because I have the tape still attached, it should go right back into the spot where I had it. And everything looks like it's lining up. So this is Snow White by Waverly chalk paint. I get my Waverly at Walmart, but I know you can get it online. I think Amazon. I'm pretty sure it's Amazon. So I just dipped in the white, and now I'm offloading. And I can't wait to see how this turns out. This would be nice in like a yellow, like a warm yellow, orangish yellow, for like if they have the lights on inside instead of the white. That would be really pretty. But I wasn't sure how that would look with the gold background. Maybe when I paint this, the background in a different color, I'll do, you know, like a warm glow, like lights. I think that gray paint might be a little bit wet and it's pulling into the white. I should have dried the stencil. See. Oh, nice. Okay. Sometimes looking through the stencil, it can be deceiving. But look how beautiful. Thank you, Karen. Maybe spray your iridescent spray. Oh, that would be cool. But then I would have to mask the whole thing, right? But maybe doing the whole thing would be really nice. But I love it. Look how simple, right? Less than an hour. And you can make something so beautiful. Now, let's talk about the bridges and crossing your bridges. You work with senior citizens, this would be a great art project. Oh yes, Angela, definitely, definitely. So with words, do you see the little spaces in the words, like the E is and the A, and like up here where the loops are on the B and the L? So those are necessary in a stencil, otherwise you'd just have a big space there. Maybe just over the chapel window. Oh, I have pearlizing medium. That makes things a little bit iridescent. Should we try it? Let's try it. What was, oh, sometimes I cross my bridges, sometimes I don't. I like to do it with a paint marker or a Sharpie. And you can fill in those little spaces. Sometimes I don't have a steady hand. If you use paint, you can easily like wipe it off or sand it off. A Sharpie marker, it's kind of permanent. Okay. Oh. So I just filled in the gaps there, and it's called filling in the bridges. Just over the chapel window, you think? All right, let's get this part out. Just the round one, you say? Okay. This is like, it looks like a pearl. I don't know if you could tell on there. It'll be really hard to tell on camera. Okay, there's a little bit of it's hard to tell. It's very hard to tell on camera. But I do have glitter, and I could go over it with some glue. Okay. So here is my finished piece. Thank you, Angela. A little glisten. Let's put a wire hanger on there. So I used to always, there was jute twine for a hanger on this, and I would just always use twine for all of my signs. But my friend, who has most of the things that I make, the signs that I make, says that the twine always breaks. I don't know yet, Angela. It depends. If some of my friends see this tomorrow, they'll be like, I want that. And if they want that, then it's theirs. Now, this may be a little bit crooked because here are the holes. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to worry about it. All right. So this is 16 gauge rebar wire. I got it. You can get it at any home improvement store. I got this at Tractor Supply. It was on sale. And so I grabbed it. It comes in a big roll like this. Enough to last you a long, long time. All right, let's see. Yeah, I cut way too much. But this would make a really nice Christmas gift. And I do love handmade Christmas gifts, handmade all gifts. And I'm going to cut it a little bit shorter. And I'm not going to put a bow on this or any kind of ribbon. There's not enough room for it. I mean, I probably could do something small, but I don't even know where I would even start. What color? Gold, I think, will be too much, you know? But I think I'm definitely going to be keeping the gold theme this year. I love gold and white together, and gold and red. Burlap? Whoa. You think burlap would work? I don't know. I'm the worst bow maker. All right, and so I'm just using needle nose pliers, and I'm curling the end of it, and then I squash it down with a tool, and it doesn't look the best. Shauna, are you still here? Have you heard from Kristy? Do you know, is Kristy going live tonight? Let's see if she sent a message in her. She did not send a message. She may be sleeping for all I know. Burlap ribbon. I don't know if the burlap would look good. I don't want to take away from any of it. I don't want to cover any of the image. Maybe some gold jingle bells, which I don't have any. I have silver jingle bells, and somewhere I have red jingle bells. All right, so I just curl it the best I can, and then I squash it down, and then you have a hanger. I brought out some Christmas greenery. I mean, but I don't know where I would put it. But I would put something here. Would that look good? I would have to play with it. See, something here, and then I have some gold ribbon here. Let's see. Did I just take it away? Here we go. I don't know. What do you think? You like that? What do you think? I have a little bag of jingle bells, but they're silver. They're silver bells. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right, I've got some thin gold wire. All right, what do you guys think about this? Try the top by the wire. Okay. Now, I like simple. I want to keep it simple. What do you think of that? Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know either. I would have to cut this. Or maybe it could go like this. And I don't have anything gold. I don't know. What do you guys think? Plain? Nonna said plain? Let's see. I don't know. I'd have to live with this, but I do like this. It looks good plain. It looks good plain. It looks good plain. Okay. I'm a plain kind of gal too. But isn't this gorgeous? I think this is from Michael's, and I only bought one. I should go back. Now, this was 60% off. It was $10, $9.99, and 60% off. And I thought it was a good deal. I didn't have anything like this, but it's like so pretty and has a little bit of sparkle. I will definitely be using that, and I like how the gold looks on that. Now I got to make something like for that. You like the greenery? I like it too. All right, it's going to stay like this, right? This will look really pretty on my door. Even if you get like a wreath, you know, a wreath, you know how they have for Christmas, like with like a pine wreath, and you could put this in the middle. That would look really pretty with the green wreath behind it. I think I like that idea. Maybe I'll have to buy one. and see how that looks. But all right, guys, that's it for me. I'm not sure if Kristy is coming on. I know she was on baby duty this afternoon, and she's probably still on baby duty. But go check out her channel. The link is below, Kristy's Crafty Cottage. Also, go check out Shauna from Frapps Scraps. She was on before me. She was working on her junk journal. Go on over, say hi, and thank you, Regina. Does it need to have a sealer over it, or will the chalk paint do okay? It will do okay as long as you keep it in the house. If you were going to put it outside, I would think about sealing it. If it's going to be handled a lot, I would put a sealer on it, but I don't usually seal, especially if I'm keeping something for myself. I won't usually seal it, but if I decide to seal it, I like just any kind of spray paint, a varnish like this, or you can use help me, the words are escaping me, polycryl. You can use polycryl. That works really nice. I like the matte finish polycryl. Thank you, Regina. All right, friends, that is it. I will see you sometime Sunday evening between 8:30 and 9. Good night, everyone. Yes. All right. So thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate it. Excuse me. I will be back Sunday between 8:30 and 9. I will be live on Facebook this Saturday. I don't remember my time. It's sometime in the afternoon. But if you do Facebook, go on over, follow me on Facebook, and I will see you live on Saturday on Facebook. So thank you so much for being here. I will see you Sunday and then every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so, so much, and believe in the magic. Have a wonderful rest of your night and a wonderful rest of your week. See you Sunday. Bye for now.